Thank you, man. Good job. The audience really likes you. So I say that to say that you need to believe that, and you need to really keep working off of that. You're doing something they like. So whatever it is, keep it up. So I'm going to ask you, how long, how many hours, or how long is your practice?
About 1 hour.
About 1 hour?
Yeah.
Once a week?
Yes.
Could you maybe, I know it's hard with school and everything, sports and stuff. Could you maybe make it an hour and a half? Without, you know. Okay, I would suggest that. The reason I suggest it because I think it's worth it. You're onto something. There are 3 singers in this band, and I think you have a good blend going on sometimes. The other thing along that same line, maybe have an instrumental practice once, and then follow it with a vocal practice, because you do need to blend a little bit more. And sometimes, if you're not careful, you'll sing a little bit out of tune. It doesn't last long, but in a recording, you don't want it to last at all. So your sound and your blend is really good. Once in a while, there's a little pitch problem happening in there. And William was just saying, you know, how unusual it is to have a drummer who sings. Really think about all that skill and coordination that you have to do. Singing is hard enough. And then you playing all those drums back there, it's going to be hard to hold the tempo. You know, your tempo will want to do something fluctuating around. So you have to practice doubly hard on your drums as well as singing. And the last thing I wanted to say before I forget, since you guys like singing, I think you should sing as much as possible. Don't just sing in the band. Sing some solos here and there. Sing in another group, not another band necessarily, but maybe sing in a choir. Take voice. Do a lot of singing. There are all kinds of things you can do. Pull it up on the internet, sing along CDs, whatever, but you're going to have to sing a lot to develop your voice.
Yeah, the nice vocal work there, you guys. Yeah, watching the pitch on there, sometimes I'm a little out of tune. It was interesting that when the drummer was singing, the dynamic came down because you have to hear yourself sing, and if you're playing the drums too loud, you can't do that. But when the bass player was singing and the drums came back up, you kind of drowned them out. So again, the drummer has so much, such a role in keeping the dynamics and, you know, being able to keep the vocals clear and everything. I thought we could have used a little bit more from our keyboard player there, and maybe just in general, William, with all the keyboard players, give them a little solo and a little, a little more, putting them out front a little bit more. That's all. And some things that I do when after my students perform is to say, "What did you think of the performance?" You know, and that gets them thinking. I mean, we all sort of keep this in mind when we're performing. You know, how did we do? You know, but if you sit down and kind of discuss it, and maybe discuss it with, you know, your teacher and everything, I think that makes a big difference. And you know, I see, you know, you guys are on stage there, and I know I played in here, and you're looking out, and you know, the crowd's starting to thin, and yes, the parents are here and everything, and so, you know, try and imagine that you're playing at some, you know, big rock festival or something like that, you know, so, you know, you just have to put yourself in a different frame of mind, so, you know, you're thinking of a different level and putting that energy out there, so you're at Coachella, and you guys are, you know, on stage there, so. All right, but yeah, nice job.
keyboards in general kind of featured. I could hear some of the things you were playing. It's really nice stuff. And the bass drum, I agree with Mr. Redmond. The bass drum had a tendency to get a little too loud, especially for balance. Otherwise, great show. And take all these things that we say to you only as suggestions of things that you might want to look at. Good job. Watch yourselves and listen to yourselves a lot. Okay. Thank you.
All right, everybody, that is access denied. We're going for access denied. Next up is flamethrowers. Flamethrowers, you guys are up next. Just want to say thank you to our final two bands for your patience, all the band members and family members for waiting patiently. The comments from Ike and Bill are very, very important and very crucial to the band's growth, so we appreciate your patience. Thank you.